For a calisthenics or weightlifting upper body workout, my warm-up starts with 60 seconds of high-intensity cardio and then body positioning and muscle activation drills for the wrists, elbows, shoulders, and spine. Check it out. Here we go for the upper body warm-up, everybody. Let's get into it. We're going to start with cardio. For beginners, you're going to jump down on the ground and do horizontal running. So we're getting the legs pumping. Really important to get the heart rate up. Want to keep the shoulders over the hands. If you find this a little bit too challenging, you can do burpees, although burpees for a lot of people are a lot harder, but nonetheless, you have the choice. You can also do squat jumps if you want. So you can just jump up and down like this. But whatever you do, we're going to work for 60 seconds. We're really going to go for it. So we're halfway through. We've got 30 seconds left. Let's keep going. It's very, very important to get your heart rate up. You really want to be warmed up properly before you start getting into the mobility exercises. So we want to get the heart rate pumping. The goal is that at the end of this 60 seconds, you are out of breath. You feel like your body temperature is rising. Your heart rate is pumping. We've only got 11 seconds left. Let's go for it. Come on, push yourself. Let's go. Work hard. Keep working. Keep working. We're almost done. Great work. Now we're into spine mobility. So what I'm doing here is we're circling the neck, trying to make the neck and the head move as far as it can in all directions, turning it to the left and right while you move it around. Then we're going to change directions, go in the other direction. We usually do about 5 circles in each direction, trying to keep the body still. Now we're going to move the whole body. Okay, so you can see my head is moving further than everything else. It's very, very important that your entire spine is moving when you're doing this. And now we change directions. We do 3 of these. So really make sure your head moves further than everything else. So when you go back, your head leans back. From side to side, your head goes to the side. Now we're going to do lateral spine movement. We're going to push the shoulders from one side to the other. Keep the hips very still. So it's the shoulders that are moving here. And then we're going to finish with some spinal waves. Lead with your nose. So think nose, chin, chest, stomach, pelvis. Nose, chin, chest, stomach, pelvis. You'll get better at these over time. Now we're going to jump down onto the ground, onto our hands and knees. We're going to do the wrist routine now. So first we're going to do the wrist stretch. So lock the elbows out, come forward and go side to side a couple of times. Keep the elbows straight. Now we're going to straighten the elbows on the back of the wrists, pull the bum back to the heels and go side to side. So we're getting a nice stretch in the wrist. Then we're going to turn the hands out and pull your bum back to the heels and go side to side. And the last wrist stretch here, we're going to turn the hands in, pull your bum back towards your heels and go side to side. And now we'll circle the wrist. Keep the arms really still and circle the hands. Arms are staying still. Change directions. Excellent. Now we're on to the wrist push-ups. We're going to have the index finger facing forward, fingers splayed out, elbows turned inward so the arms are straight. Then we're going to push up on the first knuckle and go down very slowly. Keep the thumb off the ground at all times. Okay, up on the first knuckle, down slowly. Keep the thumb off the ground at all times. Now we do wrist push-ups. Try to keep as much weight in your hands as you can handle. You can bend your elbows on these ones, put some weight in the arms. Now we do fingertip push-ups. Come up on the fingers and then keep the weight in your hands as you go down slowly. Okay? Up on the fingers and control it on the way down. And then the last one we're going to do is wrist rocks, coming forward on the first knuckle and then back on the little finger knuckle. As you get better at these, you want to put more weight in your arms. The more weight you can handle, the stronger you're going to get. And then we're going to bring the bum back on the heels and do finger pulls. Keep the elbows completely straight when you do these ones. Elbows straight. Now we do elbow circles. Flick the arms straight and then circle inwards. So flick very fast and then circle. Okay, now we change directions. So you flick and then circle outward. Make sure the arm straightens all the way on each one. And then we're going to finish this section with closed kinetic chain circles. Hands are still and the elbows and shoulders are circling. Keep the hands still, circle the elbows and shoulders. Now we're moving on to the shoulder routine. So we're just going to sit down, pull the hands back as far as they'll go and do small circles forward as your arms are coming up. So I'm slowly raising my arms up as I'm circling. Halfway up now. Make sure you're looking up at the TV for beginners so that you're aware of where your hands should be. Still circling, bringing the hands right up above the head. Now change directions with the circles as your arms are coming down. Make sure you keep up with me because there's a lot to do. Halfway down, still circling. And then when you get to the bottom, now we're going to pulse back and forward. So we pull the hands all the way back, then relax, move the hands up a little bit and go again. So really driving back with the arms. Make sure your spine stays straight. Don't lean back. We're activating all the muscles at the back of the shoulders here to really warm everything up, get everything ready for the workout. This is a really important couple of exercises to do. And now we're going to do big circles with the shoulders. Focus on making sure that the shoulder blades are moving, not just the arms. So the arms come right up above the head. And then as you come forward, the shoulders push forward. The shoulder blades push away from the spine into protraction. When you come back, the shoulders pull back into retraction. So the shoulder blades pull together. And then when you come down, the shoulder blades depress. Then we change directions and it's the exact opposite. So now we're pulling the arms up and back as far as they'll go before we circle outward. Try to keep the elbows as straight as you can and make sure that the shoulder blades are moving as well. Very, very important that you get movement through the whole shoulder joint, through the shoulder blades and the glenohumeral joint. Now we're going to stand up and swing the hips from side to side. My arms are completely relaxed. I'm not trying to do anything with the arms here. It's the hips moving side to side that create the movement in the shoulders. And now we're going to whip the arm down and bring it back up. So it's quite fast on the way down, keeping the arm really relaxed, getting the blood flowing right to the end of the extremities. Change sides. And we're going to move from this very quickly into the core activation. So everybody get ready. As soon as we finish this last rep, straight down on the back. We're starting in 3 seconds. Let's go. Laying on the back. Here we go. Now, really activating the core, pushing the lower back firmly into the ground, keeping the arms straight, legs off the ground, knees completely straight, and really working those abs here, activating the abs. Now onto the side. We're on the side dish. One hand touching the ground, the other arm completely straight. Lift the shoulders and legs off the ground. Make sure that the ear is touching the shoulder on the lower arm and that the arm is straight. Get ready. Changing to the arch body hold. Arms completely straight, thumbs externally rotated, arms up high, legs straight with feet off the ground. Activating all the muscles down your posterior chain. And now to the other side for the side dish. So one hand touching the ground, the other arm is completely straight, lifting the shoulders up off the ground, lifting the legs off the ground, really using those obliques, the muscles in the side of the body. Okay, now we're up to hanging. Let's get the beginners at the front of the gym, people that are new to Unity Gym. Senior students, please move towards the back of the gym. So beginners can still see the TV and see what's going on here. And we're going to hang for 60 seconds. Or at least you're going to do your best. Now, when you hang, you completely relax. You want to grip with your thumbs, like I am in the video here. Make sure that your thumbs are under the bar and your fingers are over the bar. And grip firmly, but allow the rest of your body to completely relax. Now, if you need to rest, if you need to take a break, then just do so. Jump down and rest for 5 to 10 seconds. Shake your arms out and then jump back up and go again. The goal is to try and get the full 60 seconds. But if you can't do that, that's totally fine. The strength is going to come. This builds a lot of strength in the forearms. And it's very, very good for stretching out the spine. We're decompressing the spine here. So it's it's really great for the shoulder joint as well and all the joints in the upper body. Keep going. We're almost finished. And now we're on to the last block where we do the gymnastics ring. So there's 2 movements that we do here. We're going to do the RTO hold and the skin the cat. So for those of you that are new, you can grab onto the rings like what I'm doing, and we're going to do the German hang actually. Skin the cat is the progression from the German hang. Grab the rings, put your arms behind you like what I did just there. And now just hang. Let your body weight drop down. So you can see I've still got my feet on the ground here, but the goal is to lift your feet off the ground like what I did just there. Okay, then relax, and then we're going to change over to the RTO hold. So now you're going to grab onto the lower set of rings. Don't change the height of the rings when you do this. We've got sets of rings that are lower and sets of rings that are higher. So the lower rings, now you're going to push and try and get your feet off the ground like what I'm doing. If you can, turn the rings out like what I'm doing in the video here. That's called an RTO, ring turned out hold. And all you need to do is 1 set of both of these movements. So there's plenty of time. You can see we've still got over a minute left. So there's even if we've got a really full class here with 20 people and we've only got 10 sets of rings, there's plenty of time for everybody to go through and just do 1 set. What I'm demonstrating now is the skin the cat. So the skin the cat is where you go all the way through, where you do like a backward somersault and a forward somersault. And this is the advanced version. It's quite challenging to do. You can start from a German hang by what I'm doing here, and then pull yourself forward and go slowly down. But that's the end result. That's what you're aiming for. So For the beginners, you just want to do one set of that RTO hold on the rings and one set of the German hang. So here's the German hang. I'm demonstrating it again. And then the other one is the RTO hold, where you just push down into the gymnastics rings. You don't need to do more than one set. We've got 2 minutes here to just get one set done. So it's plenty of time, even if you had to wait at the start for an opportunity to get on the rings, as long as you get one set in.